Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that it's been so long and that I didn't do a proper intro for this video, but I am taking you on my mini trip to Boston and Salem, Massachusetts. We stopped at Bondo for breakfast and I really enjoyed the food as well as my strawberry matcha, which was my first time trying. And then we walked to the Boston Harbor area and it was really hot that we decided that we needed some air, so we went into the aquarium. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry it's been such a long time since I've posted on this channel. I've been dealing with a lot of health issues, but I also was focusing more on my photography YouTube channel. But I'm trying to start this one up again, and what better way of starting it up than being in Boston, Massachusetts? I do apologize if you hear sounds behind me. They are doing construction right now, so I'm hoping you can hear me on this microphone and that the background noise isn't too much. I'm in my Airbnb. We are in an old Victorian. It's not the best Airbnb we've stood at, but honestly, we were supposed to see Stevie Nicks in concert in Boston. That's why I'm here, and she unfortunately got injured, so she had to reschedule. So now I'm kind of just in Boston, figuring out what to do and just enjoy the different sights and stuff like that. But yeah, so today we are going to Salem actually, and I'm really excited because I've never been to Salem in the summertime. I've only been there in the peak season of October, which is my favorite. I don't mind the crowds, but it's going to be very different seeing it in the summertime, so I'm really excited for that. I'm going to do a quick Airbnb tour. I just also want to be very respectful to the owner and not show anything that might be. But yeah, I'm gonna just show the Airbnb now and get out in the sun, and then we are gonna drive to Salem. I've never been to Salem in the summertime, so this was definitely something new for me. Um, I didn't know if I was gonna vibe or if it was still gonna feel like the same feelings that I normally get when I would visit Salem in the autumn time during their haunted happenings. But it was still the same Salem, just really hot and not as crowded. I was so shocked that there were actually people there though, not like the huge crowds in October, but I thought it was fairly packed with people in the summertime. So Salem is definitely an all year round kind of city to visit. Of course, we had to eat at Gullah Gullah Cafe. It's our favorite cafe in the area, and I forgot what I got, but I know it was good, so Then after eating, I went to go to the Witchery and try a new experience where I was building my own broom. This was probably the highlight of my trip because it was such a fun experience. You got to customize the broom the way you wanted. So I got the larger broom, but you can choose between a small and a medium and a large. Of course I chose the large just because I'm extra like that. But it comes with one color splash, 3 charms, and one color for a twine to cover your broom with, and then you can get additional items such as bouquets, leathers, bones of animals, bells. I also added more things to that, and if you want to see what the broom looks like, I'll be showing that a little later on at the end of the video. And in Salem, you have to go get Black Craft's coffee, and this was actually our first time getting coffee there, which is crazy because I think Black Craft has been open for a few years, but we never were able to get the coffee because it was either like sold out or like there was a huge line for it. So to be able to actually get coffee the first time around, it was really cool. My husband got like this thing called the Summer Slasher, and I got an iced decaf latte, and it was very, very good. I highly recommend getting your coffee from there if that's something you're interested in. And then when we got coffee, we also were just browsing. I really love the aesthetic of the Black Craft coffee. Like, I want to make my ceiling in my circle room with all the dried flowers the way their space is. For dinner, we went to this amazing sushi bar in Beverly, Massachusetts called Taku Sushi Bar. I know it's expensive, but please, if you have the money and the transportation to get to Beverly, it is very close to Salem, but you know, I do know accessibility is a thing. So if you don't have a car, I think they might have a train or a bus, but I'm not really sure since I'm not a local. But I implore you to try out this Japanese restaurant. Oh my goodness, the sushi was to die for. I am not a sushi connoisseur, I can't say that, but I do really, really love sushi, and I'm very particular on the type of sushi that I eat. So to be able to find another sushi spot that I liked that was not in my area was such a gem, and it really did make all of the heat from the day worth it, honestly. I wish that I talked more during the trip to the camera, but it was just so hot that all the words and thoughts like literally did not collect in my head properly, and I was just way too hot to try to make sense with anything. So a lot of this video is going to just be music and us walking around in Salem, so I do apologize about that, but I really did have an okay time in Salem, and it was beautiful in the summertime. Hey everyone, it's been about almost a week since I came back from Boston/Salem, and I didn't really close out the vlog the way I wanted to, so I'm back home and I'm gonna be closing it out now. A few thoughts for summer in Salem and in Boston. Don't come for me if you're a Bostonian or someone who lives in Salem 365, but I think maybe it's because I went when there was a heat wave that it was really, really hard to find the joy that I normally would feel when I'm there in autumn. It was exhausting. Like I definitely, it was very, very hot. I love Summerween like anybody else, especially because my birthday is in July, and every birthday I always kind of have like a Summerween themed cake. And you know, I was really excited to go to Salem in the summertime, but it was really, really hot, and there were a few things that kind of made me realize that I only like Salem in autumn. And also I didn't really get to experience Boston that much. So yeah, originally the whole plan to go to Boston/Salem was because Stevie Nicks was going to be playing in concert in Boston. And my brilliant idea was like, hey, let's go see Stevie Nicks in Boston and then we can go to Salem. So that was the whole idea. And unfortunately, she had to reschedule because she broke her shoulder, I believe. So that really sucked because this was the second time that she has rescheduled for us. I'm hoping third time's a charm, and we're gonna see her in November at Barclay in New York City. So fingers crossed for me and my husband that we get to see her in November, because I would like to experience it, you know, and she's getting up there in age, so it would be really great to just have that like checked off my bucket list. So yeah, we were supposed to go see her, and then that happened, and we could have canceled the trip, but I was like, you know what, it's already planned, we already have our Airbnb, we already have an idea of what we wanted to do, so let's just go with it. And that's what we did. So we got in Boston and we ate breakfast at this place. I already showed it in the video, and it was a really, really good breakfast spot. I also went to the aquarium, as you saw in the video. It wasn't something I wanted to do because I don't really condone going to aquariums or zoos, and as a chronically ill girly, I needed to get the heck out of the heat. But yeah, so we went to the aquarium, and then we went to our Airbnb, and the host was a lovely lady, and the area we were staying in was a bit like 10 minutes away from Boston. So yeah, just a very quiet area. And we ate in some areas in Boston, and I will say that the food was definitely not something I enjoyed. My husband and I saw a huge rat outside in this area that we were eating. And this area is basically small businesses, and you eat outside because there's like no space to eat indoors, which was something I didn't know. So when we found that out, I was like a little upset because I was already hot as it was. But that's on us because we didn't really do our research. It's, again, we're not from this area, so, and we didn't really have a plan, so it's just kind of like it went as we went, basically. But the food was great. The little Japanese spot we went to, we got like a bento. I don't think it was like a bento box, but we got like a bento something. And then as we were walking away, there was just like this old man rat that was like casually walking past. And I was just like, oh my God. And not to say that the businesses are dirty or anything like that, but it was just weird. You know, I live in an area that is very metropolitan, and I haven't seen a rat like that before. So yeah, that was very interesting. Because we didn't really have anything planned, we didn't go to Boston to check out the locations and spots over there. We just went to Salem on both days. And the first day we went to Salem, it was horrendously hot, and I was like cranky because of the heat. And then I also went to a famous pizza spot there, and my husband saw a mouse inside the facility. So that was not fun, because this was the first time I was actually going to try this pizza spot, because again, I've been to Salem like 6 or 7 times, and I always like stick with one place just because I'm very particular on the food to eat. But I was like, you know what, let me try something new. And the time I tried something new, there was a mouse on the floor next to me. I didn't see it because I was enjoying my pizza, but my husband saw it. And yeah, I guess this trip was just seeing rats and mice. And yeah, it was really unfortunate because I love Salem, and every time we've gone in the autumn, we've never seen mice or rats. So seeing a mouse in the facility where I was eating my pizza and other people were as well, just yeah. And I don't want to like name the pizza spot just because I feel like it's not their fault per se. And I'm not trying to shame any businesses either. So I'm not gonna say the name, but yeah, it was really unfortunate to find out. And then, oh my god, in Witchy Mall, one of the worst places ever if you have to use the bathroom. I don't know why Salem, the city, does not take the mall and make it a better place, because it's such a pivotal area in Salem for tourists and even the businesses surrounding it. But it looks like a mall that's like stuck in the 80s and it's decrepit, and unfortunately, you know, that's not really a good look. And there's some awesome businesses in this mall, so it's like when you go to use the bathroom, it's like the worst bathroom I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of crazy bathrooms in New York City, at pit stops, at gas stations, but this bathroom was just so atrocious. And even the male bathroom was bad. My husband went in and told me that he saw some fecal stuff in the urinal. So I don't understand why the city of Salem doesn't take pride in this mall and take care of it. It's just such an eyesore in the beautiful city of Salem, and it could be so much more, but it's like the city doesn't care enough for its patrons as well as the people that even work and live in the city. So it's always unfortunate. And again, this is just my opinion. I've been to Salem about 8 times now, so it's just my opinion. This is my first time in summer in Salem, but it's like I've been when it's really crowded and hectic and stuff like that, even went during COVID. So it's like the city can be so much more if it had better people wanting it to be more. And I see a lot of like creators and businesses that are doing all these other amazing things. So it's like when the city isn't doing what it's supposed to for these creators and businesses, it's really unfortunate. So if you are going to Salem whenever, right, winter, spring, summer, or fall, I would always suggest that you get an Airbnb or a hotel that's around the area so that you can use the bathroom there. Or you're gonna have to be using which city bathroom and it's horrendous. Or you're gonna have to go eat somewhere or buy something from one of the small businesses in the area and then use their bathroom, which, you know, I think is important because you're supporting businesses there, so why not? But like, if you already have like a lot of bottles of water or coffee or you already have eaten, it can be a bit cumbersome. And for me, thankfully, I only had to use the bathroom twice. So yeah, it was just it was not a fun experience. So avoid the Witch City Mall bathroom, but check out the small businesses inside of there because there are some cool ones. But overall, the trip was good, just really hot. I think one of the owners of the business said that it was like record-breaking heat. So that was fun. Oh my god, I love Salem because when it is cooled down, and you know, it's just so many beautiful places, especially the wharf. Like, I love the wharf so much. And yeah, I highly recommend going to Salem, even though I'm like talking about these things that might seem like a negative. They're just constructive criticism and also just my experience. So it's not to take away from the city, because I do believe Salem is an incredible city, and I do think people should come and check it out and experience all the spookiness and kookiness that is Salem, Massachusetts. Before I forget, this is the broom that I made at the Witchery. I'm gonna unveil her now and show you guys what I created. I definitely think this was the highlight of my trip, going to the Witchery and making my own broom. It was really fun, and I got to be creative and make it my own, which is something I love to do. As you see in the video that I've posted already, the shop was also very beautiful, and yeah. So I'm going to show you what my broom looks like now. Ta-da! Here's the broom that I made at the Witchery. There's a rubber band on it right now just to keep it in shape, but this is what she's looking like. I even got to add charms onto it, like the moon, the sun and the moon, and the quatra, as well as a little witch bell. I picked these colors because my apothecary space is like jewel tone colors, and I wanted like a splash of like oranges to also match my wedding broom. I jumped over this broom with my husband when we got married, so I wanted it to kind of match it a bit and just add my own little touches to it. So I added 2 additional what did they call these? I don't remember what they called it, but I'm gonna just say like yarn tapestry. But yeah, this is she, and this is her broom part. Like it's very cute. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'm just so happy with how it turned out. It was such a fun experience. I would highly recommend, if you are going to Salem, to make your own broom and take this. But you have to sign up online in advance, because it is a ticketed activity. So you need to pay in advance as well. But yeah, they also have bookbinding, and maybe when I go back to Salem, I'll do that so I can experience what the bookbinding is like. But all in all, I had a great time. I love how she looks. I love the colors together. It definitely gives autumn vibes, which was what I was also going for. And I just love the bell as well. Before I end my video, I want to show you all the other small things that I got from Salem. I saw this shirt, and normally I don't really, like, my aesthetic is not the stuff in Black Craft. But I do love the store, and I think it's beautiful, but it's not really like my vibe fully. But I did see this shirt and I thought it was like really funny, so I got it. It has in the front the Black Craft coffee. Let me see. Ooh, let me put my hand there. So it looks like that, and I thought that was pretty. But what made me want it, and I'm gonna have to kind of like block out one part of the word so that I don't get like, well, you know, so that YouTube doesn't get mad at me or whatever. But this is what it says in the back, and I was like, I need this shirt. I thought that was very cute and funny, and I'm kind of quirky like that, so I was like, why the heck not? Cost $36. A little high, but I understand pricing in Salem. It's very similar to the pricing where I live, which is right by New York City, so not a huge difference. I bought this tote from the Coven, or I forget the name of the store, honestly, but it's literally right on the front, and it's like a gift shop store. And I got this, and I thought it was really cute, so as if I need any more totes, but I got it anyway, and you know, it helped to hold all the stuff, which is, you know, better than plastic. I also got a magnet, but the magnet is not for me, it's for an acquaintance who collects magnets, and you know, I told her I was going to Salem, so she asked if I can get her a magnet. So I got her a magnet, and I just gotta give it to her. I did some damage in Modern Millie. I got this awesome button-down sweater. I love it. Like, look how cute this is. It's so soft, which I love.
It's really good quality. I think, again, like I said before, that's very important to me. And it's from Miss Lulo, and I got it in a large because I want it to be a bit more like baggy on me. But yeah, I just love this, and I can't wait to wear this. Even maybe wear it at the pumpkin patch, depending on the weather, because it can get really cold over here. $92. So again, it's pretty expensive things, but I don't see things like this anywhere else, so that's why I got it. And of course, they have an online store, so if you do want to shop there, you can totally shop online. But you know me, I wanted it right then and there. The last thing I got from Modern Millie is this two-piece dress. I tried it on there and I fell in love with it. I looked so freaking good in it. Yeah, it's gonna be such a pretty dress to wear this autumn. Yeah, as you can see, there's a slip under it, so it's like a black slip, and yeah, that's how it looks. Just a typical black slip. Quality is very, very good. And then there's like the lace over it, and it's like a very pretty, like, what do they call those necklines? Sweetheart necklines, I think. But yeah, a very, very beautiful dress, great quality as well. And once I tried it on, my husband was like, yeah, we need to get this dress. $88. So yeah, I'm very happy with all the little things that I got from my Salem trip, and I'm so excited to wear them. That was everything I got from Salem, and I'm really happy with my little haul. I didn't want to go overboard because I am trying to be very conscious on the things that I buy this year, especially because I'm still doing some Halloween decor hunting, and I don't want to be over consuming because I think that's very important. So I'm trying my best to be aware and, you know, pay attention that like there's certain things that I don't need, even though there are so many people that are like influencing you to buy stuff. I just am trying to be cautious on my purchases. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a pretty long video and I haven't posted in forever. Like I said in the beginning, I've been dealing with a lot of chronic illness, and I've been also focusing on my other YouTube channel, that's my photography channel. So I've extremely neglected this one, and I don't want to do that anymore because I enjoyed showing my decorations and my DIYs and stuff like that, even though like not many people see it. But honestly, like, it just brings me joy to be creative and do it on my terms and just have fun with life. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be posting a few more videos showing my spooky decor in my apartment and my fall decorating, as well as going to places. Like my spooky season already, I'm prepping, so I already have the blaze prepared. I already bought my tickets for that. I already planned the date that I'm going to go pumpkin picking. There are going to be a few other things that I'm going to have planned as well, and I'm going to bring my camera along and record it and just have fun. So if you're interested in DIY stuff, spooky / autumn things, or even whimsical things, aesthetic normally though, when it's not like the holidays, is whimsical / practical magic / charmed. So if that's something that you're interested in and like, and also I'm a Boricua bruja, so if that's something you're interested in, then be sure to follow me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a fabulous end of Summerween. We are so close to spooky season. I just can feel it already in the air, and I'm so excited. I cannot control myself. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.